105. Be changed. Changing and transitory is true. All the existence is a changeable transitory wave. All the existence are produced by a few temporary combination of chemistry. The existence is always conditional. When this act of change is happened very rapidly by each element of existence, then never he been unchanged. At each moment among existence act of change is happening, man is a complex existence. Wisdom, memory, sensitivity, assumption, expectation etc. are centered with man. All creature and goods are breakable and destroyable. Temporary element cannot create anything perpetual. Work is always temporary. All will be once a time separate, only the positive work will be sustained as witness of work duration. Bath cannot be done 2 times in the same river. Flowing water comes from one direction and goes away to another destination. Communication of each movement we cannot make difference. Whole of world get existence whole time newly. To be ended at a part at each moment to achieve the other part. All goods are ruining at each moment. At the next moment that will filled up with new matter or fact. In order to transient it has to be kept always new shape. Of which result is this world. Each goods cannot be its status. Each goods has been remaining in existence. Stability has been remaining in nature. But that is for a while only. Forever stability in nature is meant to desire its death. All goods are produced in a short time it becomes perished. Endless galaxies have been discovered and be vanished. Each is moving forward at their way up to the certain time. As every matter is perishable is very temporary in fact. Every compound material is having a temporary existence. Not only vices but also virtues are accomplished with an intention of self-satisfaction. As such, all good as well as evil acts are temporal. Shape, happiness, unhappiness, grief, mind all are transient. An idea about an imperishable and permanent entity is nothing but a fallacy. Everything is perishable. All are temporary, changeable and temporary always. Except fine matter and nirvana all are decayable, reformation only. Real education understand to realize difference of perishable and unperishable. By birth and rebirth an entity is fallen under the cycle of happiness and unhappiness ocean. Different stage of wisdom and as per qualities doing role of activates to the family life existence is recycled. Transitory and intransitory matter consent is rescued from cycle. Proper knowledge provide concept of transitory and intransitory matter about worldly matter and species. Man can only acquire perfectness through controlling and understanding of changeable matter and events. Not materials but occurrences are flowing throughout the world. Man, society, civilization, as well as world in each matter of galaxy is changeable. Whether reason of change is emergency and be very needful, then it system is bound to be simple and natural. World cycle is an advanced process. Life is precious, be respectful of and provide respect. Not suicide, prosperity of life is the aim. And that is only possible through enjoying life. We can make our temporary life a bit glorious only by enjoyment and delight. Every delightful moment is precious. Life is for a while, how much this life can be enjoyed, that is good. Life can be compared with a cup of tea. We drink that with so much satisfaction, and advance forward to the bottom. How much you alive, live strongly, live each moment. Not walk slowly, run towards to the way finding one or more goals. The sun is setting down and evening is approaching, so run faster. Each day we should spare as today is the last day of life. In the morning which be sustained, cannot be in the evening, which is possible to today, because the tomorrow you do not know, be inspired. One person what think whole day that is life. Life is temporary and life power is more temporary than that. Not be implemented in time, no power can be reserved. Life is very temporary, but man planning long for this temporary life. So planning to continue this life, that life is breaking day by day. This living, love, sexual intercourse, science, industry, philosophy all are valueless, all dream and acts are restless preparation for destroying. Life is controlled by genetic clock, breaking and building previous journey of genetic cell. Life is such an art which has to bring conclusion at the short ending. Everything of earth is transitory. This is not definite that everything is indefinite. Worldly wave of life make me always restless and surprised. Do not know the cycle of change why are moving. Sweet days have come, whether that is fewer than days of bitter days. I have been living with all the past days. Which will come after myself I shall live among them. It is true, but in different shape at different way. As everything is temporary and perishable in this world, so the ideas like, this is mine or I am the owner of this thing are nothing but an erroneous idea. The dearest and good objects are temporary. As life, youth, moon, spring and flower. Restless property, assets, wife, children, house, wealth, finance and sexuality. Shadow of cloud, love of foolish fresh crops women, youth age only enjoyable for a moment. Changes life. Nothing is yours, the globe is elusive. 3 partners of goods, 1 is fate which do not wait for all to bring good or bad goods, 2 successors which expect goods later on, and 3 own self. Be remember, you never be weakened among the other 2, otherwise you will lose your right. Man say our goods, but reality his goods is in so quantity which has eaten or made old manware and which has gifted. Apart from it, everything he is gathering for others. Life of human is like bubble of passing water. This life is very temporary. At dawn is star of skies down to visible ones. Likely the temporary life of human being is finishing just after rising. For a certain time, until the eye is open, my existence is only to that time. Literature of man, philosophy of man, all are dance of dolls. How much be told about long decades, but really that is nothing. The globe is a puzzle, as the rule, and really all are shortcut fanciful. Be flown the world, to go there where it will go. Man say age increased, I say reduced. Only a duration of some days, lending this life, will refund with a laughing eye, time will be arrived at dawn. Today king, tomorrow beggar, too much exposed for few days. Today build house of play, tomorrow forget that, which mechanism is in the dust that is removed by dust. Why the comings and goings, why the false meeting, for a short while, why full of expectation, love in the mind? Whose longevity is so little, why so happiness and love among him, suddenly who make dies him millions of work with this world? Which is pleasant than all that drops before all the scent raises lastly. A rose lover though smells it as poisons. To be minded with world is not proper, because the full taste of the world one cannot able. The world is like water and mind is like boat, wealth and reputation is not harmful but its attraction is harmful. Whether boat is over water, that gets speed. All the life of world are enjoyment of few days. Perishable, desirable ailing men are continually burned by anger, conflict, illusion, birth, diseases, infirmity etc. Their enjoyment, affection are valueless. To the death it concluded. To the jungle of life either eat or be eaten, lastly insects will eat us. Change is the rule, it is modern to tolerate. No change come in the life of foolish. Man must realize that life is very temporary. Nothing is sustained except change. Which harms is sustained, he only makes his identification, not that. He identifies of his surroundings, because he is not for his quality only, can sustain by the quality of all over. Among the world we have no such unity which is our forever existence. The nature gradually bringing us one to another, one is snatching another is giving. Through such 100,000 things the nature has been moving us towards that one. Your fine house, an abandoned wealthy, wife of paragon beauty, leaving all one day you have to go. Nothing is permanent, one goes from this world and another come like the wave of ocean. Life of external world, relationship, assets, everything are temporary and erosive as well as baseless. How long an entity is engaged on business till he is related with eternity? There is no relationship with sad to sad people, no relation of death with body. Many temporary sweet events will be painful for future. The present is only memory and hopeful. of which statement of truth cannot be explained in language. Transitory of the world brings spiritualism. Transitory misery and bringing spiritualism. Wise man gets religion. Producing pure sight leaves sexuality. It is possible to get religion when getting irregular misery and spiritual knowledge. The person who is conscious concerning shortness of human body and be learnt about refined heart never be raised mood of unreligiousness at his heart. The great deeds of the great people are being perished day by day. Nobody want to be chide with temporary happiness of the transitory world. As it becomes empty so it is entitled as earth. When you looked for as full then be deemed as zero. Be witness earth as empty with memory. Sight of soul remove fully. Daily chaos, fiery misery arising and sinking daily. Does have full but be learned as empty. When it is thought the full goods as empty, that is never ended in use. Expectation to new is universal. Old always will sacrifice place for new. Changeability is inspired at each drop. Thought, thinking, moral values, even our behavior is also changing. Self-contradictory is raised among goods and as a result of that the speed, which is the basic driver of change, is raised. If any internal power is not there, then which stack can impose from outside, to that goods cannot be forcefully created life. Whether reason and element are not having changeable situation, it is not possible to measure the certainty of change. Increasing is aim-oriented, origin and its change of any goods depend on the fundamental aim of goods. The change is done on the enhancement of internal quality and quantity of measurement. Increase or change has certain target and aim thought that is prevented by external power. Change is natural consequence of an object or stage of achieving general result or aim. Change is gathered from the same cause. Conflict and dispute are the leading basic cause of change. Change is conventional and continuous. As a result of environment and situation as well as the raised conflict, historic perspective is the inner power or source of change. Nothing is perpetual in the world, change is the life of the world. Universal element is dynamic so all are changeable. The nature loves opposite multitude than life. The nature becomes lifeless and attractionless if opposite approach or separation are not included as wave. The change is absent lacking of opposite multitude. The past is dead forever, change of us is a must but that is for advance forward. The universe, morality, logic all are changeable. All are transformable and changeable. The custom of globe is changing which is only true. Man generally faithful to the general change. At each moment learn that few conceptions and knowledges should be modified and amended. Bodies and minds are being changed in every moment. Speed and conception of change is the habit of sense organ. External, place, time all change are realistic, yet the unchanged behavior of fundamental nature does not disturb by it. On earth new means only changeability.